Hello. Some of the lovely folks who've watched my other hair videos have asked me for an update, so I'm only too happy to oblige. And actually, it's a really good time to update on how my hair journey is going because it's almost exactly 2 years since I started experiencing hair loss because of rheumatoid arthritis. Um, I'm recording this in September 2023, and it was in August 2021 when I was still becoming unwell. I had a major autoimmune flare, so lots of symptoms. I was very unwell, and that's when my hair loss started. It calmed down a little bit, and then it got worse again in October 2021 when I started taking methotrexate. So it's kind of quite a good time to check in and see how things are going. So let me show you how the hair is looking. So my last update, I think, was in November of last year, so about 10 months ago. So this is my hair now. It's definitely grown, I think, noticeably since then. I think it was about up here at this point, so it's grown. I've had a couple of haircuts in that time to try and keep it healthy, and the condition is still quite good. It still feels quite healthy, I would say. A couple of things I've been noticing as I kind of go through this hair regrowth journey. One of them is that as my hair grows back, there are quite a lot of silvery ones I'm noticing. So I don't know if you can see them, but I've got a kind of streak that's really quite noticeable here. And it's the shorter regrowing hairs right at the top where I notice it the most, around the front where the hair is most fragile, or at least it is for me. My hair is more fragile here, and I suspect that I've got more hair loss coming from the top and the front. So yeah, the hairs that are growing back seem to be quite silver, but at the sides, I don't know if you can see, at the sides, much less, and at the back as well, as far as I can tell. It doesn't look like there's very much silver. So it's all coming from this kind of fragile zone at the front. Has anyone else had this with post-methotrexate hair regrowth? Age is definitely part of the picture here, but it's just been quite a lot all at once with this regrowth. So I'm wondering if that might be part of it as well. So that's one thing. I am noticing that my hair still seems to be quite fragile around the edges though, so it's not as strong as it was before the hair loss started. I'll see if I can show. It's kind of round here, so it is starting to improve, but around these kinds of edges, I was getting a lot of breakage to begin with these hairs. So they were staying quite short, and they're still quite short compared to the rest of my hair. So I guess perhaps they're quite fragile as well. So it still needs quite a lot of care. In terms of the hair loss itself, I am still noticing some shedding, but it's much, much less than it was. And it's much less constant. So now I typically only really notice it when I wash my hair. When I do still lose a fair amount, I've actually kept the hair I lost when I washed my hair this morning so I could show you the kind of hair loss I'm talking about. So this is, it still looks like quite a lot. Can you see? Does that show? So that's quite a normal amount, I would say, for a hair wash. I wash my hair twice a week, but I don't really notice it in between times at all. And when I was losing my hair, just a gentle kind of tug on my hair and it would come out in my hands. That's not happening at all. And it's definitely, the volume has definitely returned in spite of that. So it's a lot better. What it does mean is that my hair is quite fluffy if I don't do something to smooth it down, because I've got hair regrowing at all different lengths all the way down the length of my hair. So there is a little bit of regrowth there, but easy to deal with. Another thing I've noticed, another change, is that my hair is growing back wavier than it used to be. So my hair's previously been pretty much straight. It has a few kinks, but nothing that you could call wavy or curly at all. But now my hair is wavier. Has anyone else noticed this post methotrexate, a change in your hair texture? It's really interesting. I have straightened it before filming this today, but I filmed a quick video after I'd let my hair dry naturally. So I'll insert that now so that you can see what it looks like au natural. So this is how my hair is looking unstyled at the moment. I just washed my hair this morning, parted it and left it to dry naturally. So you might be able to see the wave pattern that seems to have developed post rheumatoid arthritis, post methotrexate hair loss. I'm not sure what's caused it, what the crucial factor is. And you might also be able to see, I don't know if it shows up that well on this camera, but it's quite fluffy at the moment, where the hair is still falling out a little bit and then growing back. There are these shorter hairs, so that's making it look fluffy and also I think a bit fuller than it really is. So that's my hair update, 2 years post hair loss starting and about 18 months post haircut. What I also thought I'd do in this video is share some of the tips that kind people have shared in the comments in my other two hair videos, and put them together in case they're helpful. So these aren't products or strategies that I've tried myself, so they're not recommendations. This is not sponsored or anything like that. I just thought it might be helpful to share ideas between those of us who are experiencing hair loss because of autoimmune disease or methotrexate or for any other reason. So I've got it written down here so that hopefully I can give everyone their due credit. Mama67 and To The Point have suggested increasing the prescribed folic acid up to 6 days a week. Folic acid is prescribed alongside methotrexate quite often, but sometimes it starts at only 1 day a week, and so increasing that prescribed folic acid to every day except methotrexate day, they have found it helped, and I definitely find it helps to have folic acid 6 days a week. I take that myself, but that might not be relevant for people taking other medications. A few people have suggested trying a shorter hairstyle so that the hair loss is less noticeable, and I did that last year in March, and filmed a video of it if you're interested. Maria Bravo Ruiz has found Nutrafol women's formula helpful for hair loss. She's taking a different medication, but same effect. So that's something else that might be an option. And Jane Andrews made a really encouraging post about experimenting with wigs and hair pieces, and was appreciating the benefits of not having to wash and style and dry your hair all the time, especially on holidays. And I think that could be really fun as well if you're someone who likes switching up your look, switching up your style, then that could be another option to consider. Also, from a couple of rheumatoid arthritis patient groups that I'm part of online, I've noticed that there are some other things that are recommended over and over again that quite a lot of people seem to get benefit from if they're dealing with a hair loss side effect. So I thought I'd mention those as well. So those include biotin, which is vitamin B7, marine collagen, and Waterman's shampoo and conditioner, which is supposed to help with hair loss as well. I haven't tried it myself, but that one I often see being recommended. And the other one, I think I mentioned this in my last video as well, Kerastase, the Genesis range. My hairdresser said to me that his wife had really good results with that. Personally, I've still stuck with the same products and the same supplements that I talked about in my last video. I have started using Olaplex less often now, so I probably use it once or twice a fortnight now, partly because I feel my hair is improving, so it doesn't need that intensive care so much anymore, but also as my hair's grown and I need more of it, it's getting more expensive. So I've started switching that out for a less expensive product in between times, and that seems to be working fine. Although I have noticed I still need to use hair products designed for dry or damaged hair. I tried using a lighter conditioner and I noticed an immediate difference in how my hair looked and how it felt, so it still seems to need a bit of extra help. So I hope that was helpful. Really good to be checking in. I'm sorry it's taken me such a long time to post this video, but hopefully there will be more to come soon. And as always, if you've got any tips or any advice you'd like to share with people in a similar position, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Thank you. Bye.